Hey everyone, Slava here, and today we're going to talk about It Starts With You. Do you want to start living your dreams and reaching for your goals? Well, believe it or not, it actually starts with you. So, you're here, you need to work on your inner circle, which is just you, before you can ever reach out and help your friends and family. And then your community. Your community is obviously your local towns, and then reach out to the small groups and everything that you're a part of. And then obviously the big is your country. You can't help your country, your community, or your friends and family without helping yourself first. So how do you work on yourself? Well, first, you need to ground yourself. You need to dig deep to the root of your problems, and you must admit that whatever happens that impacted your life that caused you to drift away. There's a very good quote out there that says, life can be understood backwards, but must be lived forward. Once you admit that you have problems, and then you need to practice the 3 R's. So the 3 R's are release, receive, and return. So you must release your emotions in something like a campfire. People think, or people have heard that campfire has a way of cleansing negativity in your life. That's why a lot of people, when they have the best camaraderie and stuff, and they get along a lot better around a fire pit or a campfire, bonfire, anything that's with a fire, as long as it's obviously a controlled fire. So, you must receive forgiveness for yourself before you can forgive other people. If you can't forgive yourself, how are you going to truly forgive other people and everything? Sometimes you might not be able to forgive other people, and that's okay. But you need to forgive that it actually has happened. You don't need to forget. You need to forgive. And the last R is return. You need to return back to your life so you can keep living it forward. One thing is learning good behaviors and habits. So it takes about 21 days to actually form a habit. Learning good habits for yourself makes you healthy. Like, for example, brushing your teeth every day. That's 1 win. Making your bed, 2 wins. Getting dressed for work or putting a uniform on. That's 3 wins right there. The more tasks you do in the morning when you wake up, the more you want to be and inspires you to do another task and another and another. One thing you need to do is you need to work on your mindset. If you put work on your mindset, you can honestly accomplish anything that you want to do. A lot of people are still in the box, and then when they see something new and everything, something they're not used to doing, they lash out and they don't do it. Like, for example, finance is one huge thing that people have issues with. They're too prideful on some, like, they get into so much debt for student loans, they get all this fancy car, they buy a house and everything. They don't actually have a legitimate plan and everything. What you need to do is you need to separate your needs and your wants to help you have financial freedom. You must prioritize to tell your money what to do. Your biggest wealth building tool is your income. So that being said, like, you can't go out and like buy a $40,000 car or a $30,000 car. You'll need to learn how to act your wage. A lot of people around here that only works at restaurants or anything, they're probably only taking home $30,000 a year if they're single and whatnot. So that's why it's important to act your wage. Another thing that'll be, well, the tools that we make is the wellness triangle. That's for this warrior path that I'm a part of. As you can see, this is the logo of the Boulder Crest. My class name is Glory to the Warrior. They named this funny story. They named the class after me because I was the youngest out of everyone. When I went to the class, I went to class when I was 27 years old. Everyone else was 40 and above, and a couple of them already retired and everything. They look at me, and there's like, you have a lot of life in you. And I do. I have a lot of life in me. I'm young. The one huge part for us young generations that we're young still is we have so many opportunities and so many things that we can make mistakes on. But once you need to learn on these mistakes. Once you learn, this is how you grow to be you honestly. It builds character and everything. So the wellness triangle, for example, I'm going to do a wellness triangle for myself. So obviously, a wellness triangle, it's literally a triangle. Up here, we have the mind. Over here on the left, we have your body. And on the right, we have finance. And in the middle, yes, we even have a middle. The middle is spirit. Yeah, the S looks like a G. Apologize, whatever. The mind, obviously we start with the mind because the mind controls all of this. So mind, we're doing it out of 1 out of 5. So 1 out of 5. My mind, I would say I'm at a 3, literally average. I fluctuate up and down everything. I have my good days and I have my bad days. Today I feel kind of mid about, creating these videos and everything for motivational speaking because I'm putting myself out of my comfort zone. So it would help other people, just to give advice and to reach out, So my mind is a 3. My body, I would say, is honestly a 2. I'm actually on the fence. I'm failing hideaway in the Army National Guard. But for some reason, I'm still meeting that threshold of tape by like 2 inches. So I'm not very happy with that because I got a military school coming up in Kansas. So my body right now is a 2. My finance, I'm gonna put it at a 4 because my wife also works at Camp Ripley full time as a military technician with me. I'm honestly looking to step down as a technician and actually look at a part-time job so I can actually focus on making content for you guys and work on my gunsmithing. So I'll be actually more of a dependent versus the caregiver with my wife. My wife would be the main caregiver and everything from our side of the family. And the mind, honestly, I would say 4.5. Yes, I even put decimals in it. Whatever, deal with it. Anyways, my spirit is at a 4.5. I've actually, since I bought a house and then my wife helped me buy a house, my energy has been a lot better. Not also the fact that I'm actually leaving the service and everything. I'm actually excited to see my next chapter in life. I'm actually kind of nervous what that might be because all I feel like I know and I'm only qualified is only in the service. But for some reason, something deep inside of me that says I'm worth a lot more than just being in the service and being just a regular soldier and everything. I'm a lot more than that. So one thing I want to take away from you guys for the lessons and everything is it starts with you and it ends with you. So you need to start today, not schedule time when it's going to be. This is a sign where it starts right now. So I hope this video actually helps you. And if you ever need to reach out or anything, there's resources out there. Don't be afraid to ask. Because if you don't ask, you're only hurting yourself.